Oh, am I excited. I have been waiting for this moment. Here I am. I got a microphone. I got a band. I got lights. I got cameras. I got 1,000 people here. Honey, you don't have to cook dinner tonight. I'm sleeping over here. Anyways, let me tell you about 2004 if I can. Last year was just a short year ago, doesn't it? I mean, so how many of you still have blisters on your feet from last year? Huh? Well, I not only got some blisters on my feet, I got some blisters on some areas I can't talk about in public. But you know, for me to talk about last year's Microsoft, I got to go back to high school, all right? I graduated in 1979, believe it or not, because I am a young stud, as most of you are probably looking at right now. That wasn't very nice there, young man. I'm talking, no, it's not that time yet. It's not that time yet. We worked on this all day, Steve. 20 minutes. You know, let me talk to the men out here, and let's talk about the ladies out here, because when I was in high school, I had nothing going for me. As you can tell, I got no good looks. My parents had no money. I have no athletic ability. As a matter of fact, I tried out for the basketball team, and I'm 6 feet tall, right? My vertical jump was 1 inch. 6'1" is how high I jumped. Wesley Snipes and the other guy, Woody Harrelson, went to my high school and they said, you know, I'm going to make a movie about that. It's true, white men can't jump. Yeah. That's how bad I was. But you know what? I always went for the pretty girl. You know what I'm talking about, guys? My pretty girl in high school was Cameo Nerve. Even the name is hot. You know, even the name's hot. And I asked her out for everything. I asked her out for prom. I asked her out for turnabout. I asked her out to go to Tony's Subs. I asked her out for movies. And every time, there was a reason. From washing her hair to hell no. Everything in between, all right? But I kept trying. I kept trying. Well, it never happened, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. Then went to college, same thing happened. But in my business career, last year, Microsoft 2004 was the cameo nerve of my business experience. We've never done a larger piece of business in my career. Now, we've done Olympics, we've done Super Bowls, but for a single customer, it was a cameo nerve experience for me, as well as probably for the city of Atlanta, as well as everybody else, all right? And we've all been on dates, right? Anybody not been on a date? Sorry about that. And you know, we had the date last year, and there were some really great moments of the date. I got to be honest with you, there were some great moments of the date. And there were some moments of the date that you're not very proud of, and we've all been on those date moments before, where you say something stupid or something bad happens, and you go, gosh, I wish I wouldn't have said that. Oh, gosh, I wouldn't have done, you know what I'm saying? Am I with anybody here? All right. So came time at the end of the date, and went to kiss Cameo Nerve goodnight, and I got a pullback. Anybody know what a pullback is? You get a pullback and a handshake out front, like this. I don't know how women do that, but they're able to move their entire torso out and put their hand out at the same time. I don't know how they do it. They must learn that in 5th grade. Remember when the boys went to the right and the girls went to the left? This is what you need to learn, girls. Pull your pelvis out and put your hand in. That's what happened. Overall, there were some great moments, but to be honest with you, there were some blistering moments. We had staff that were eating in front of the guests. And to be honest with you guys, I've never understood this in my life. We had staff last year that were working breaks, and they're eating a ho-ho. Because to be honest with you, I love ho-hos. I'm addicted to ho-hos. And they'd be behind a curtain like this eating that ho-ho. Oh, that's a good ho-ho. That's good. And one eye's looking out the curtain. Oh, I love that ho-ho. Love that ho-ho. Uh-oh, here comes someone. And they run out there. How's everything going? And they got ho-ho all over their face. All over their face. They didn't even bother to wipe it on their sleeve. And they go, are you eating that ho-ho? Oh, not me. Not me. Must have been somebody else, you know, drive-by ho-hoing. You know? That was pretty good. I just made that one up. I'm the funniest guy I know, and I just wrote that down. I'm going to write that one down. A drive-by ho-hoing. What do you think, Jenny? We should probably put that on tomorrow night for Mr. Gates. Probably won't use that one either. But you know, we're trying to make light of a very serious situation. And our role here is everyone in this room today is being paid to be part of the service. And like it or not, you all have chosen the service business. This isn't China where we're putting a knife behind your back and say, you must make t-shirts, all right? This is something you've chosen to do. In the kitchen, you've chosen to do that. In service, you've chosen to do what you do, right? Thank you for talking back. Derek gave you specific instructions. You got to come with it now. So nobody here. Now, the thing I don't understand is if you're in the service business and you don't like people, why the heck are you here? Huh? Why are you here? In America, you can wake up today and be a waiter, and tomorrow you can be a whatever. That's the great thing about America. So what I'm trying to say, if you want to work in our house, you got to like people. That's the bottom line of it. The defining moment when Cammy O'Neill is going to kiss me goodnight this Saturday night, the defining moment will not be determined by Ben Witte like City. It's going to be determined by everyone in this room. When a guest walks up to you and says, hey, where's a ho-ho? Can I get a ho-ho? You don't have it on your face. You don't say, here on my cheek. That's the defining moment. You have to give good service. So what does that mean? No dancing for the next 4 nights. No nightclubbing. Let's be point about it. You got to go home. As a matter of fact, you should be home anyways. But that's on church on Sunday. Come on back. All right? You've got to show up to work. You've got to show up to work. We're counting on each and every one of you here to be at work. If you don't show up, we're going to fail. That's how important you are. And you might be sitting there saying, well, I'm working in the kitchen. I'm slicing 10,200 turkey sandwiches, and my God, they don't need me. That Ben Witte like City, he's fat and ugly. I don't need him. And all this other kind of garbage goop that's going around here, and I don't know what it is. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm talking so fast. But the bottom line is, you've got to show up to work, and you've got to show up and do the best you can. Because if you think about it, 85% of us in this room are going to do a great job, right? 85%. But you know what? 98% of the Space Shuttle Challenger worked perfect. 2% failed. 98% was a great success. This is the best Microsoft water in the world. Damn, that's good. Lost my train of thought. 98%, thank you. What was it? See, that's just a trick to see if you're paying attention. Whoops. But there's 15% of us that I like to call the evil 15. All right? In church, if we were in church right now, there's an old saying in church, there's a Judas in every crowd. And the only way you're going to confront Judas, or to beat Judas, is to confront him. That's it. Anybody with me on that one? So the only way we're going to stop this evil 15 is for you to stop it. It's not a top management thing. It's not a bottom management thing. It's an all thing. And it starts in the elevator. It starts in the Getaway Cafe. It starts at the MARTA train station. It starts in the hallway, because I'm telling you, we're going to get all steered up here today, and we're going to feel real good. We got a phenomenal band here going, but people are going to walk out that door and be exactly the same jerk they were last year. Like it or not. And there's people in the room right now saying, man, I'm that jerk, you know? I'm that jerk. He's right. But there's 85% here that got to beat that jerk to bring it up to the 99 or the 100%. Right? Am I putting you to sleep? No. All right, good, good. Norma, am I putting him to sleep? Anybody ever know Norma? My favorite person in the whole world. I'm going to do something now, and I have debated about this. Seriously, we've been thinking about this meeting since we went out and visited Jenny in Seattle last November. So I've been thinking about this meeting for a long time. And we've been obviously thinking about the event for even longer, because we've known about it for a while. And the one thing, there's people in the audience right now that have known me since 1985 in my business career. And they don't know a thing about me personally. I'm kind of a quiet guy. I'm not a quiet guy in the sense of talking. I'm the quiet guy and not talking much about my personal life. I really am. Most people know I'm married because I have a wedding ring. Most people don't know if I got kids or not, because I don't really talk about it. I really don't. So I've been debating about this, about telling a personal story, and I prayed about it last night. I said, you know what, I'm going to do it. All right, so here it goes. So, huh? No, not yet. I'm 44 years old. When I was 42, I was raised by my mom and dad. My dad was a piano player in a nightclub. His name was Ben Witte like City. And my mom was a cocktail waitress and a breakfast waitress. And they instilled in my brother and sister and myself one thing and one thing only. Life is work. You live to work. If you're breathing, you're working. All right? If you're breathing, you go to school. If you're breathing, you go to work. You don't, and it's just the way it is. In all of elementary school, all of junior high school, all of high school, all of college, all of my working career until 2 years ago when I was 42